Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Number 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
working from the gun. Rodgers.
33-yard line.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Aaron Rodgers sacked. A fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
20. Vikings 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A loss of 9.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
Vikings 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start things out with the battle for Ohio. This one at First Energy Stadium as Cleveland hosts Cincinnati. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Touchdown, Packers! From 3 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36.
First down pass. Intercepted.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
30. Vikings 10.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
For a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If they needed to break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And out now come the Vikings. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
They run it again with Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around at 30. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And his kick here is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Vikings 13.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
By Jeff Gladney.
Throwing again. Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Russell. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Complete.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Rodgers again now. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Rick Lesson never asked the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Smith on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to try and do this himself. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
31. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw to Jefferson on the slant. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2nd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17.
Number 22, the ball carrier. He's taken
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
The ball carried by number 20.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one brought in by Jefferson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph.
The pass.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Kirksey. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
7-yard line.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up
shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Dalvin Cook.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. But took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. Jefferson the target. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw again. Smith catches left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And
on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
A 4-yard.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Packers' 2-yard line.
Staying on his feet, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. His first career touchdown pass, and, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
For the running back.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.